Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we're continuing on with the rest of the Shieldon knives that came in. Today we're looking at the Relicanth. Now, I've looked at the Empoleon, I've looked at the Barraskewda, and both of those, probably the Empoleon was my favorite of those two. The Barraskewda's got some little things that needs to kind of be worked on, but we're coming down to this one, the Relicanth, and then, of course, the Bulbasaur. So, these two are ones that I'm liking quite a bit, to be perfectly honest with you. But today we're going to talk about the Relicanth. Now, as you can see here, the Relicanth, you've got this kind of tan G10 on this one. And you've got that kind of fishbone, or that's what it reminds me of because, well, I like to fish. But got that milling going on there on the G10. You got a G10 backspacer as well. Pretty large. I mean, not large, but I mean very, very adequate lanyard hole there. Now, we're only about 30% maybe, 30% full there as far as the construction goes. T6 hardware on the body, T8 on the pivot. I know I don't say that a whole lot, but hey, thought I'd throw that out there. Fairly deep carry pocket clip, recessed pocket clip screws. I do like that. You can see that the pocket clip is offset just a little bit to the lower side of the handle. Right hand tip up carry only on this one. So, and as you can tell, now we're going to get into the coating on the blade here, but as you can see, the pocket clip and then kind of your pivot ring, or your pivot collar there, excuse me, they have that basically a similar coating to it to kind of give it a little bit of contrast. And I like that. It's not wow, it's not overbearing, but it's nice. I kind of dig that. Now, as you can see here, we'll take a little bit of a closer look once we focus. There we go, of course. You can kind of take a close look of it. Somebody said show the top of the knife. Well, is that the top of the knife? There you go. There's the top. There's another top. I guess that's the top too, depending on how you hold it, but that could be the top too. So there you go. I mean, that's all angles, so I hope that was sufficient. But anyway, we're going to look at the centering, of course. Centering's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Stainless liners. And now it is a flipper. You don't really have any jimping on your flipper tab, but I don't find that it needs it. My finger pretty much grabs on pretty well. Now, as you can see, once that detent goes, it opens pretty well. A little slow. So, I mean, the detent, maybe a little light, but it's not bad at all. If it breaks, it goes a little slow, but not bad. Close, action. Yeah, the action is not bad at all. Nice drop. Detent pulls it right in. Yeah, not too bad at all. Now, taking a look at that blade, you've kind of got that harpoon-ish style blade going on there. D2 on the blade steel. You do have your Shieldon logo on the blade. Then, of course, on this side, as the rest of them, you have the Relicanth with the in-house designer Django there. There's your model number, 7070G1. Oh, we're looking here. Let's look at the... Yeah, your grind goes back behind that plunge a little bit, but doesn't look too bad. You've got a decent enough little choil there. Should be workable. Now you've got a nice, right behind that harpoon, you've got a really, really nice landing pad for your thumb. At least I do. I really, really like the way my thumb lands right there. Not really an issue with the harpoon portion of, and you've definitely got some jimping there that helps hold you into place. Now, going forward, yeah, I really don't even recommend it, especially even trying to do that trigger trick, because as you can see there, look where my finger is. Yeah, it's right on the corner of that blade. So choking up on this one might not be an option for a large portion of the crowd out there. But let's get our specs and we'll see where we're at here. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pushing right about 7.5. You got about 4.25 on the handle. You're looking at about 3.25 on the blade, and that's pretty much your cutting edge too. Maybe just shy of that. And then of course our grip length, you're looking at, I'll give it 3.5. 3.5 on the grip length. And there again, for my size hand, my 3 3/4 inch palm across here, it lands in there really nicely. So I haven't heard much about the hand model stuff lately, but I tell you what, it's feeling like one because it feels pretty darn good. I gotta be honest. Yeah, feels good. All right, size comparisons. Throw out the PM2. PM2's a little bit larger of a knife. You've got it, you're pushing a 1/2 inch on the blade and 1/4, 3/8 on the handle. Then the bug out. Relicanth's gonna be just a little bit bigger than the bug out. A little bit, just a little bit. Not much on the blade, but you got it, by at least a good 1/4 of an inch on the handle. So slightly larger there. Let's get a weight on it. What do we have here? 3 really? Yeah, I guess. It does kind of surprise me though. What do we got there? 110 grams. I mean, yeah, I guess it's got a little bit of weight to it. I like the way this one carries. It carries really well in the pocket. Now, if you remember, the other two had pretty skinny pocket clips. Now, this one has a nice, a little bit more of a pocket clip to it, which I really appreciate. Those really thin pocket clips, God, they concern me, All right, what do we have here? We have nice deep carry, absolutely. Really nice in and out of pocket. Clip probably could be just a tad tighter. No issues with it falling out of the pocket or anything like that. Let's not go that far, but it probably could be a little. I mean, I'm putting a decent. It's not bad, but could be. We'll see. I mean, there again, personal preference. But overall, we're, like I said earlier, we're getting into the two that I like the most out of these. Now, are they perfect? No, I'm not saying that, but I really like the way the Relicanth fits in my hand. It's got a natural cradle for me, my size hand, I guess, my size shape, and it really does fit in my hand very nicely. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I want to get I don't do this often, guys, but every once in a while, I like to. Really? That's surprising. Well, it's on that ridge too. You've got that ridge, so that adds a little bit. It's coming up to almost 0.55, and it's a little over. Well, yeah, that ridge adds some to it, but man, it doesn't feel like it's wide. That feels really good in hand. I really like that. I do. Now, that portion of the pocket clip does turn up. I could see where that could definitely maybe give some people an issue. I can feel it. I mean, you can kind of see, although it's kind of sliding into that chunky roll in my hand, but I can feel it's there. If I bear down really hard, it's not really causing me any discomfort though, but I know it's there. And I mean, that could give somebody an issue. Now, I was concerned about, the pocket clip being off to the side, because sometimes that will be an issue. I'm not really finding that on this one. I'm not finding it being an issue whatsoever. Very good, solid. Good, solid. Oh, what's our lockup? Lockup on this one is probably, 30%. You guys tell me what you think. Make your own call. I'm calling it 25 to 30. Yeah, a good 30. But it's good, solid lockup. The action, it could be a little, just a little. Not bad, though. The detent is not bad. I don't want to try to take Lefty's moniker. Well, that'll never happen. But it's good. It's pretty darn good. I'll call it that. The detent's not bad. As we saw on the Barraskewda, the detent on that one was really pretty light. Sucks it in really nice. Action is good. I'm having a hard time deciding which one of these I like better. This one or the Bulbasaur, you'll probably see here in a couple of days. I really like the way this one feels in hand. And if just for a quick reminder, this is the Bulbasaur. I don't know, man. I think I might be liking the Relicanth. I love the blade on the Bulbasaur. I love that kind of, Nessmuk leaf-ish style blade. Definitely liking that. But as far as overall ergos, man, it might come down to this one. Yeah, it just might be. Just might be the Relicanth is the one that I would go with. Which is funny because I usually kind of tend towards blade shapes a little bit more. I mean, to me, ergos are probably the most important part of a knife. That's just me. I think several people would agree with that. Because if it's not comfortable, you're not going to use it. So, I mean, there you go. But anyway, tell me what you think, guys. What do you guys think of the Relicanth? What do you think of the overall look, size, shape, all that good stuff? Let me know. You guys always know I like hearing from you down in the comments. So, as always, I greatly appreciate. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Gosh, I can't forget this. Man, like the other ones. Like the other Shieldon knives. If you guys want to check these out, you're more than welcome to check them out. They actually gave me a code on Amazon. Now, this one, of course, this one doesn't have an Amazon link. Or a code. It just says coming soon. So, sorry guys. Not on this one. Not on the Relicanth. I'm trying to find a price on... Let's see. I'm going to see if Amazon has... Bear with me real quick. I'm going to see if it's listed. Because I brought the Shieldon link up. So, let's see. Let's look at this. Let's see if it gives me... No, I'm not seeing it. I don't have a price on this one. Oh, map price is $50, basically $50. $49.78. So MSRP is $71. Yeah, definitely closer to that 50 range would be probably where I would like to see it priced. Maybe even a little bit lower, but as we know, and as this one, the Shieldon, it also comes with the pouch. Just like the rest of them, they all come with the pouch. And I really appreciate you guys giving me your feedback on whether you guys use the pouches or not on the other videos. And if you haven't already, please feel free to do it down on this one. You guys use the pouches when they come with knives? I don't. I use the pocket clip, so there you go. But, all right, guys. I've taken enough of your time today. Greatly appreciate you checking it out with me. The Shieldon Knives Relicanth. As always, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.